Hi, welcome back. This is the Kalo Gamer. This is just a brief overview of everyone's favourite console. Well, not exactly everyone's, but it's certainly one of the most popular, if not the most popular, HD console available. It's the Xbox 360. As it says there, a few people are familiar with this one. Do not move the console with disc in tray. Well, I think we've all been there. Anyway, Xbox 360, what can I say about it? Well, I've had quite a few Xbox 360s over the last 6 or so years. 3 of them red ringed on me. One of them had a weird hardware fault where it caused all the graphics to glitch. But all in all, it's pretty much a fantastic console, the reliability aside. So this one here you're looking at is my fourth. It was the 4th Xbox that I actually purchased. The latest one, I have actually got a 250 gig. It's the slim version. It's the latest one that I purchased not long after its release. And so the styling on that is much more improved, along with the reliability. It's super sleek. So I only keep the old Model 360 as a backup, just in case something does happen with the new one. So it's always handy to keep a backup console. As I say, quite controversially, I do tend to piggyback the one Xbox on top of the other when I've got them stored in situ. I do put some like rubber pieces in between just so to stop the new box slipping around. So it's much quieter than the original, and it's obviously so far it's a more reliable machine. So it's slightly smaller footprint than the original, but say I'm sure you're all familiar with the Xbox itself and what it can do. So on release it was the most powerful HD console available. I mean, now it's probably still arguably the best HD console available. I've got a PS3, but most third-party games look much better on the 360. Right, I've got quite a vast selection of 360 games, which I've collected since its release. As I say, I'll just have a run through them quickly. Right down for the start there, you've got the Ace Combats, Alan Wake, Assassin's Creed. Actually got Assassin's Creed 1 and Bloodlines on the PS3, purely because of the price point. They were much cheaper to pick up on the PS3 than the Xbox. It's fairly new, Azura's Wrath. It ain't a bad game, it's certainly a bit different. You've got some format exclusives like Beautiful Katamari, Binary Domain is another class game. It's also out on PS3, they ain't a format exclusive. Stuff like Blue Dragon, it's a typical JRPG adventure game. Got all the typical Call of Duties. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I do prefer Call of Duty Black Ops, to be honest, which is in there somewhere. If it isn't, it should be. But I do prefer the original Black Ops. Right down here we've got Castlevania, Chromehounds, Dirt, Crackdown 1 and 2. I prefer Crackdown 1, Crackdown 2 ain't so good. You've got Crisis 2, Dead Island, Dead or Alive 4 and 5. Dead or Alive 4 was a format exclusive to Xbox. Dead or Alive 5, that's a multi-format, PS3. They've got Dead Rising, the original. Dead Rising 2. Dead Rising 2 off the record. I haven't really played much of Dead Rising 2 or Dead Rising 2 off the record. I did purchase Dead Rising 2 on a PS3, but the frame rate and the screen turning was awful, so I chopped that in, just to say, and got Dead Rising 2 for the 360. Interesting point here, I've actually got Devil May Cry HD collection on the Xbox rather than the PS3. I was thinking of doing the PS3 route, but for some reason I just went along with the Xbox. Dragon's Dogma, that's a pretty cool game. Formula 1 games, you've got the Fables there, they're format exclusive. We've also got stuff like Infinite Undiscovery, that's a format exclusive. Obviously the Halos are a format exclusive. Well, format as in Microsoft format. You can also get some of them on PS3. Sorry, on PC, not PS3. PS3. You've got, awful game, Golden Axe Beast Rider. Oh dear, less said about that one the better. Really should be getting rid of that. It was a piss poor effort. Gears of War 1, 2. Now I really like Gears of War 2 online. It's a superb game online. It's only recently seemed to die a death online. Gears of War 3's never really reached the same heights online as Gears of War 2 in my opinion. Just ain't really got the fan base. The lobbies are rather empty most of the time, which is unfortunate really. So if anyone wants to give me a buzz on Xbox Live or send me a message, give me the gamer tag if you want to have a blast on Gears of War 2 or 3, just give me a shout. You've got the Forzas, obviously they're format exclusive. Final Fantasies, yes. Final Fantasy 13, X2. You've got Fist of the North Star. There you have, and also the Fallout 3. Now, Fallout, a lot of people don't really go with the Fallout 3 as being a class game, as to me it is nothing but class. It's a superb action adventure game. It's got loads of different missions. It's entirely like sandbox freeform. It's really worth picking up. You customise your character. You know, it's such a vast game. You'll have plenty of hours playing that. There's loads to see and do in there. Let's go through some of the others. You've got lots of Project Gothams. It started off on the Mega Drive. On the Dreamcast. Project Gothams as Metropolis Street Racer. Then it moved on to Xbox. Then it moved on to as Project Gotham. Then it moved on to Xbox 360. Perfect Dark Zero. It's a tricky one. I've got the collector's edition because I picked it up dirt cheap. It ain't a bad game. It ain't the best game, but it certainly ain't the worst. Ninja Gaiden 2. Now I wasn't fussed on Ninja Gaiden 2 on release, but it's definitely grown on me the more I've played it in HD. At the time I didn't have an HD set when Ninja Gaiden 2 was released, but since playing it on an HD set, you really do appreciate those graphics. Same with Ninja Gaiden 3. It's a pretty good game. It's not in the same class as the original Ninja Gaiden, or should I say the Ninja Gaiden remake on Xbox, but it's still a pretty good game. It's worth picking up and giving a play anyway. Ninja Blade, yes, it's not a bad game. It's by no means a great game. The Need for Speeds, Most Wanted, Shift, The Run. Need for Speed, The Run, I mean, it's an okay game. Not perfect. Never Dead. It ain't a bad game, Never Dead. It's worth picking up, giving a try. It's quite a recent release. You got like the likes of LA Noire, King of Fighters. Got Cameo. You remember Cameo on release? It's quite a big release. It's quite hyped on release. Lollipop Chainsaw. It's a bit disappointed with that one, to be honest. Considering it was a Suda game. It's a little, I don't know. It's a little lacking, really, to be honest. It's okay. It's very light action, to be honest. Then you got lots of Oblivion. I mean, Oblivion. Oblivion sitting next to one Chambara. Bikini Samurai. Yes. Well, Oblivion. Let's just get on to Oblivion. You got Oblivion, Elder Scrolls. That's such a class game. That is. It's just so much to do again. It's another freeform. Bethesda, same development company as Fallout 3. Freeform. It's a top game, that is. And you got Resident Evil 6. It's a bit of a QTE fest, but it's okay for what it is. Don't mind Resident Evil 5. It ain't anywhere up to the Resident Evil 4 levels of superb gameplay, but it's not a bad game. You've got Soul Caliburs, Street Fighter X Tekken, Super Street Fighter. And then you're going down towards, Syndicate. Actually, I haven't played Syndicate. I only recently picked that up. It was quite a good price. Then you got Tekken, Tenchu, Test Drive Unlimited, which I've posted a video on already. Test Drive Unlimited 2, not quite up to Test Drive Unlimited. Got Doom Raider, Underworld, or Underwired, whichever you want to call it. Vanquish. Now, Vanquish is a superb game. I've got the steelbook. You can't really make it out because of the reflection on it. Vanquish, that's an actual stunning game, that is Vanquish. It's really worth picking up. You can pick it up for a steal. You really can pick this game up for a steal now. So I've got the steelbook version, but the graphics are outstanding. It's supposed to be a top PS3 game as well. I haven't played it on PS3, but it's did that. So, and you got the likes of Wartech, Virtua Tennis. You got Virtua Fighter 5, which that's a top game as well for 360. It's really worth picking up. It's online as well, like the PS3 version. So, pretty good conversion from Sega there. As I say, there's quite a few games here. If you ain't seen any of them, which I'm probably sure you have, or if you wanted any info on them, just give me a shout, and I'll either post a video up, or if you want me to, or just I'll give you an overview on them. But yeah, it's pretty much my the Great Wall of Xbox 360. There you go. Anyway, thanks for viewing.